I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky, and like my dreams, they fade and die. Well, let me tell you a story. Part 2. Right, anyway, where was we? Yes, the Gold and Sullivan era. They saved us. Yeah, they took us from the brink of bankruptcy and they saved us. We owe them a debt of gratitude for that. Yeah? I think we've paid that debt of gratitude, or they've earned themselves that debt of gratitude. Not so much Gold now, but his family have. They've earned millions out of us. Yeah? Absolute millions out of us. And in their 10 years so far, we have had, if you include Moyes twice, 10 managers in 15 years. 10 managers in 15 years. That's not very good. That goes to show that how managers are finding it difficult to work under David Sullivan. Yeah, I mean, we're talking Avram Grant from Chelsea. The guy wasn't an idiot, but he acted like it because he just didn't have a chance. Yeah, Sam Allardyce, he saved us from relegation. Yeah, he's a big presence. But yeah, even he didn't last. Slaven Bilic, David Moyes' first spell, Manuel Pellegrini, Julian Lepidato, Graham Potter. Oh, sorry, I forgot about David Moyes again. Yeah, I'm reading it from ChatGPT because I needed a little bit of notes because notebook's empty. I'm using the grey matter. Ain't that bloody good lately, I must admit. I am getting bloody old. Yeah, we've just gone through so many managers and so many players. We've had good players and they've not settled in neither. Yeah, we've had players crying they want to go home. I don't like it here. Please don't let me stay any longer. And we've had players that just say, I'm not playing for you no more. We've had players, I mean, even this year, players that didn't want to play under Potter. I think there was 3. What are we doing wrong? Oh, well, yeah, it's the board, it's the owners. Yeah, partly, yeah. I would say partly, yeah, it is the board and the owners. They're buying the wrong fucking players. Knee-jerk reactions because Sullivan feels that he has to get involved in every single transfer and it puts the players off. Also, it doesn't give the manager a chance to listen to the players' words because many a manager will suss out how a player's going to be just by talking to them. Yeah? But if you haven't got the savvy up here, you're going to listen to the crap them players come out with and then players' agents come out with. Yeah? I mean, as I said, we owe Sullivan so much because we are still alive and we are still kicking. But what are we going to swap him for? We can't even swap him. It's his bloody train set. We can't even take it away from him. We can't buckle him to... He's so got his head in the sand and he's so... I'm not going to listen to yous. I'm going to sit up in my box, in my Russian Cossack gear and look like a total 2.5-inch plonker. Yeah? And then you got Mary Queen of Porn as well. Miss Karen or Mom Karen. Yeah, they are great at business. They have got us financially in a great spot. Yeah, and I know what they look. In my opinion, they're hanging out because I think it's the Saudi royal family own half the Olympic Park now, or 3/4 of the Olympic Park. They don't own our stadium, and they want it. They want part of it. They want the action, but they're not coming up with the right price. I mean, Sullivan wants 700, 800 million more, possibly. But we've got to be playing good football to get that. And he's forgetting that. Yeah? He's not listening to the managers of the players they want. We've got good wingers, left and right. We've got good wing backs, left and right. What we got in the middle? Yeah? What we got as a defensive midfielder since we got rid of Rice. Yeah? And then when we do get decent players, they're sold off as a profit. Same as the Browns used to do. I've got a funny feeling that Sullivan has read the fucking Brown book and he's hoping that our academy is going to come up with some saviours. Well, you've got to invest in the bloody academy as well. Yeah, you've got to get the players into the academy. They ain't going to just come knocking. Well, they do come knocking at the door, but we're our academy. We used to go out, and we got in trouble for it. I think you find out. We went out poaching players from other academies. Yeah, I mean, Defoe and Carrick come into mind. Yeah, we went out and poaching them. Just so we could have the right players in the academy coming through. I don't think we've got that now. I don't know what we have got. To tell the truth, I'm worried. I'm worried to see what the hell we've got as a team. We haven't got a team. Hopefully, the Nano whatever can sort it out. He is a defensive manager, yes, but I don't want to talk about the managers. I want to talk about Sullivan. What can we do? He did listen this year. I must admit, the board did listen this year and they got rid of Potter. Instead of hanging on to him and hanging on to him and hanging on to him, they got rid of him. They realised. But then again, that was partly our fault as well. Because at first, I think you find out the board wanted to put Potter on a short-term contract. But Potter wanted a long-term contract. And all of us on social media saying, put him on a long-term contract. We need him. We want him and stuff like that. He's the saviour. He's going to save us. We need him on a long-term contract to keep him. No, we didn't. Maybe the board were right that time. But don't say it too often and don't tell them I said so. But yeah. And he's listened this time. He's now got rid of Potter early. With Nanu coming in. He has... The problem is they've sold our players. Many of the players didn't want to play for us. And we can't turn around and say all of them players that we sold only come to us because they wanted to get in the Premiership and get noticed. That was just one of them who went to Spurs. We had some players that just wouldn't perform for West Ham, or they couldn't perform in the Premiership. Maybe we're looking too far afar for really good players at a really cheap price. Maybe that's part of the problem. Because maybe we need some Premiership ready players to come in and play for us the way the Premiership... I mean, what are we going to do? Come on, put it in your comments and help me, please. Make me feel a little bit better. I can't, apart from the Sullivan and Gold actually saving us. And we've had a little bit of glory. We've had a couple of good... No, we haven't. We haven't had some good cup runs there because that was... Yes, we have. No, we haven't. Yes, we have. We haven't really had nothing under... We had one good European Cup, or two good European Cup runs. We've had a little bit of... in the top half of the league. But we can't keep a steady manager to keep us going. We need to keep a steady manager. Yeah. It's funny how I'm talking about Gold and Sullivan, but I keep coming back to fucking managers. Because we can't keep them. We can't get them to get the team to perform. and why. I think they're working with their hands behind their back. I don't think it's the manager's faults. I think most of the time they are working with their hands tied behind their back and they are stuck. They don't know how to deal with Sullivan. What we need... Well, that's the other problem. Can't we get Sullivan just to not so much stand down, but just let someone else deal with the problems, yeah? And just sit there and take the glory, yeah? Okay, we haven't got the money of the... He hasn't got the money of the Saudi kings and stuff like that, but it's steady. I get worried about our investments. If we get someone coming in and investing in us and buying us, and what happens if it all goes wrong? Yeah. Sometimes I am a play safe, better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Let me know your opinions in the comments. And follow me if you like. I do mind, tell the truth. I could do with some more followers on YouTube because it's struggling at the moment. My TikToks are getting there slowly, but I'm not doing that well. This is a little bit of a bet between me and my family, and they reckon I'm wasting my bloody time. Yeah. But yeah, anyway, let's get on with it. It's Saturday, it's football day. Oh no, we ain't playing today, so we ain't going to lose. There's always an upside to everything. We ain't going to lose today. Yeah, but let's hope Nanu's got him out there this weekend, and he's bloody working on everything for them. He's sorting them out. Yeah. And they come out next week raring to fit like teenagers. Another thing, while we're here and while I've got your attention, how about playing 4-4-2? Yeah, with Falcon and Wilson up front. Yeah, you never know, they could be our McAvenny and Cotty. Two forwards. Our wings can feed them. They haven't got... Because Falcon can't dribble with the ball. Yeah? Wilson can run up there. And when he gets the ball in the box, there's a good chance he is going to score. Falcon, great in the air, great at holding the ball. They can work together. Sheringham, maybe. But yeah. How about playing 4-4-2? What are your opinions on the 4-4-2 as well? I think that could be a way to go. Yeah, we've got the midfield for it. We haven't got defensive midfield, but if he can sort out the defence at the back, we can use wing backs to come up into the midfield on the attacking. It could work. Yeah, and as long as we can afford to have two strikers on the pitch. Actually, at the moment, half the time we ain't playing with any strikers. But if our strikers haven't got a run so far, they may not get injured. There's a thought. Okay. Have fun. Have a good weekend. Or a good week. Whenever you're reading it. And don't do anything I wouldn't do. And if you look at some of my posts, I've done a lot. I'm a bit of a naughty. I've lived my life and I ain't got no regrets.